My boss paid me to be a pretty face in client meetings. I was hired as a software developer at a company that provided tools and support for realtors and real estate firms back in 2016. About a year into the job, I noticed a meeting pop up on my calendar from a name I recognized. It was a VP at the company. I didn't know who any of the other attendees were, but I showed up anyway and took a seat near the end of a long conference table. While I was sitting there, I got a Teams message from the VP saying, "I'm going to cover a few points, and when I bring you in, I want you to say this." I followed the instructions exactly. After the meeting wrapped up, the VP pulled me aside and told me I'd done a great job. After that, these meetings became a regular thing. Roughly once a month, I'd sit quietly while executives discussed contracts and partnerships with clients. Occasionally, I'd walk through a quick software demo, but most of the time I barely spoke. I took notes that no one ever asked to see or followed up on. I was at the very bottom of the org chart, with no obvious reason to be included. When I asked, one senior leader said he just wanted me to understand the business. I never really knew what that was supposed to mean. Every so often, the company would fly me out to places like Dallas, New York, Orlando, and other cities just to sit in on these meetings. Once, I even ended up at a high-end restaurant in San Francisco, listening to extremely wealthy people talk about golf and deal-making over dinner. During one meeting, a client started asking me detailed questions about real estate topics I knew nothing about. Before I could answer, the VP jumped in and said, "This is Naeem, our lead technology strategist. She makes sure our technical direction supports our business goals." The client nodded like that made perfect sense. I smiled and went along with the confidence of it all. That was when it finally clicked. The real reason I was there had nothing to do with my job title. I was friendly, upbeat, talkative, and easy to get along with. Maybe they thought my presence helped smooth conversations and put people at ease. Even knowing that, nothing inappropriate ever happened. No comments about my looks, no uncomfortable moments. I was always treated with professionalism and respect. In 2021, the company was bought out by a much larger player in the industry, and my role was cut. I moved on without much trouble. I'm still a software developer today, but sometimes I think I might have done